My fiancée cheated on me right before our wedding. When she realized I had bought her dream house as a wedding gift, she came back and tried to apologize. I met my fiancée in college and instantly hit it off. She was recovering from a toxic ex she had dated in high school, and I wanted to help her move on. I took her on casual dates that would help her mental health, like a morning jog along with coffee, or even a weekend getaway to the mountains. She would often tell me about how she wasn't ready for a relationship, but I kept supporting her because I was in love with her. And after a whole year, she finally agreed to date me, and it was the best day of my life. I thought that we would be perfect together, and we were. I once took her to my parents' farmhouse to relax, and she loved it there. She told me how much she appreciated the fact that I never gave up on her. Now, while I did love her, I never liked her friends. They would make fun of my appearance and call me a backup plan, saying that I wasn't good enough for her. But I didn't let their comments affect me and did my best for my girlfriend. After we graduated, I proposed to her in front of everyone with a ring that I thought suited her the best, and she said yes. That now became the happiest day of my life, because our lives would be intertwined from now on. I was so happy to call her my fiancée, and eager to one day call her my wife. But little did I know, all my dreams would eventually be shattered. After the proposal, I immediately got to planning our wedding with the help of my in-laws. They were really fond of me because I used to help them with manual labor around the house. I picked the flowers and the food that my fiancée preferred, because I wanted it to be her special day. Out of nowhere, she told me that she wanted to have a bachelorette party. Although I wasn't having my own bachelor's party because I didn't see the point, I had no reason to say no to her. So I supported her and her friends. Decided to take her to Las Vegas. It was a bit sad to see her go when our wedding was so close, but it also gave me time to prepare my surprise. You see, she had always talked about how it was her dream to live in a lake house deep in the woods with a huge backyard that included a pool. And I had found a place exactly like that. So after dropping her at the airport, I immediately went over to sign the papers and bought her dream house. It was my wedding gift to her, and I didn't mind spending my savings on it at all. However, there was a surprising lack of contact from her side while she was on this trip. I would text and call her just once a day to ask how she was doing, but she wouldn't even respond to that. And then, I saw on social media that her friends had invited her high school ex to this bachelorette party. My heart began pounding as I desperately called my fiancée to ask what was going on. I knew that her ex was really toxic and had ruined her mental health, so I was worried about her safety. But when I called her, she confessed that she didn't actually want to marry me. She said that after meeting with her ex, she realized she was still in love with him and had already slept with him, so I should just move on. I was so caught off guard that I actually thought it was a joke at first. Our wedding was literally weeks away, and there is no way that she would just cheat on me and leave me like this. But she did. She posted a photo of her and her ex kissing on Instagram, and all my dreams were shattered. I cried and cried, but eventually realized that there was no going back. I am proud of myself for not just breaking apart and keeping business afloat while going through that tough time. A few days later, she came back and sent over the ring I had bought her in a small package. I was sad that she didn't even have the decency to hand it over in person, but it is what it is. I canceled all the wedding planners and was luckily able to get most of the deposits back. The venue was actually going to be the surprise lake house, but now I just had a spare house that I didn't know what to do with. So I took all my friends and decided to go fishing, as well as spending a week in that wedding gift. We obviously took a lot of pictures, and I didn't think any of it when posting them on social media. But within hours, I had a dozen missed calls from my now ex-fiancée. Apparently, she was furious that I didn't tell her I had bought her dream house. I calmly explained that it was supposed to be a wedding gift, but since the wedding was off, I was just planning on selling it. She was quiet for a few seconds, and then just burst into tears. She began saying that her friends had manipulated her into cheating on me, and that the part about her still loving her ex was a lie. She said she still loved me and apologized for her actions, asking me to forgive her and take her back. I was even more surprised this time, because she was obviously trying to trick me. She wasn't even sorry about the cheating, and only regretted her actions because she missed out on her dream house. I ended up laughing and pissing her off, so she screamed, "What's so funny?" By that time, I was done listening to her and hung up after saying, "Man, this lake house is so nice that I might live in it myself. Too bad my cheating ex-fiancé isn't gonna be here."